936-647-3776. Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Mike from Dance Time in Texas. Join me Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. as I count down the top 10 Texas Red Dirt songs that are packing the dance floor. I'll be featuring local artists and the story behind the hits, shows in the area, as well as new songs that make you want to dance. It's Dance Time in Texas with DJ Mike on Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC, Conroe, Texas, or online, irlonestar.com.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with the Lone Star Community Radio.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Hello, I am Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News, FM 104.5, 106.1, live streaming irlonestar.com. We are Facebook Live at Conroe Culture News. We are YouTube Live, and we are located in downtown Conroe in the city of Conroe City Hall and the Conroe Tower. So come be a guest on our show. Today, we are fortunate to have Pam Markham. She's the president of the Conroe Art League. And in the second half, we will hear from Marilyn's Kasmiersky-Executive Director of Family Promise of Montgomery County. The show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic and the Lake Conroe Realty Group. The Lake Conroe Realty Group with Vinnie Sinisi is your best source for buying, selling, or investing in real estate in the greater Montgomery County area. Vinnie Sinisi, because it's an easy name to remember. Roger Stein Chiropractic is located at 3033 West Davis by Conroe High School and Taco Bell, treating everyone from all ages and backgrounds, from infants to seniors, weekend athletes to professionals, with a focus on natural holistic approach to not only relieving pain but achieving optimal health. Dr. Stacy Rogers holds certifications in adjusting extremities, arm, legs, hands, feet, clinical nutrition, prenatal, and pediatric care. If you are not a patient, it's $35 and to go and see her with x-rays, and it is all donated to CASA, Kids in the Child Welfare System in Montgomery County. So let me tell you a few things that are going on around us this week and coming forward very soon. Of course, we just had the Cajun Catfish Festival in downtown Conroe, and it was perfect fall weather. Yes, fall has arrived. It was 54 degrees this morning. Yay! Lovely weather. So the Young Texas Artists are hosting a event this Thursday, October 19th from 5:30 to 9:30 with a dinner, concert, and art show featuring performances by the Young Texas Artists competition winners at the Woodlands Country Club Palmer Course. If you want to know more information about that, go to youngtexasartists.org, and that is this Thursday. So there's some new performances this week. This is the second performance of the shows for the upcoming 23-24 season at the Owen Theater and the Crichton Theater. So this Friday starts the 3-week run of Leading Ladies at the Owen Theater, put on by the Players Theater Company, and that goes on till November 5th, Sunday, for 3 Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. And then at the Crichton Theater, they will host Clue. Yes, the board game come alive with Who Done It. And that should be a lot of fun. You can get tickets at owentheater.com for the Players Theater Company, or you can go to crichtontheater.org for tickets to Clue. Leah Lamp will highlight her Lamplight Ghost Tours in Montgomery with all the spooky things, ghost stories, and spooky tales this Saturday, October 21st, at the Heritage Museum of Montgomery County starting at 1 p.m. This is a free event, but you should reserve your seat by calling 936-539-6873. This is a big Saturday. There's a lot going on. The Conroe Symphony Orchestra will perform their first concert of the 23-24 season with a Latin flair at First Methodist Conroe, and that's located at 4308 West Davis this Saturday at 2:30. All their shows this season will be matinee performances at 2:30. If you go there a little early, as Judge Hamilton said, you can make a special instrument to play at a given time, not throughout the concert, but at a time when they say ready. So that'll be fun. If you get there by 2 o'clock, you can do that. And you can go to conroesymphony.org to get your tickets, or you can go to the door. Worship in the Park is a free concert featuring the Miracle City Collective Saturday. And from 5 to 6, they will provide a free picnic lunch. Free. And the concert is free. And there will be vendors out there. And that's all at Heritage Park this Saturday. The community-wide garage sale is Saturday, October 28th. So the following Saturday at Heritage Place Park. And there will be booths with all kinds of things that you can purchase. And if you're a vendor and you have unsold merchandise, you can leave it there and they'll take it with them to a nonprofit. That's a deal. So consider that. The Cozy Grape in Montgomery is hosting the 6th annual Cozy Brunch. And every year that's a sellout. And it benefits senior meals with Meals on Wheels, Montgomery County. And that's happening Sunday, November 5th at noon. They have some spots available still, and it includes a 5-course brunch with mimosas and wine. So you can go to Meals on Wheels Facebook page or the Cozy Grape in Montgomery Facebook page to find out more details about that. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back to hear from Pam Markham. She's going to tell us about the Conroe Art League.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gold Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Team Sinisi is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News. Vinny Sinisi and his professional team provide comprehensive real estate services throughout the greater Montgomery County area and beyond. Whether looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Team Sinisi has an impeccable reputation. Contact Team Sinisi for a great experience at teamsinisi.com. That's TEAMSINISI.com.
Hello. So sitting across from me is Pam Markham. She's the president of the Conroe Art League, and she's going to tell us all about the Conroe Art League. And if you didn't know that we have an art gallery, well, you do now. And it's right by the Red Brick Tavern, in between the Red Brick Tavern and Foss Brewing, across the street from the corner pub. So you can kind of visualize where it is. And so, Pam, how long have you been president?
I have been president for a year and a half.
Wow, I did not know that.
It's a 2-year term. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So are you an artist?
I am.
What is your preferred mode?
I primarily work in oils, and I'm a plein air painter. That's my favorite thing to do, and I think we're going to talk about that too.
Yes.
So that's kind of what I do. I work in pastels some, but mainly in oil painting.
In oil painting.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't know about the Conroe Art League. It is a nonprofit, and in fact, y'all are celebrating 60 years.
Isn't that unbelievable?
60 years.
60 years.
I would never have guessed that.
Yes.
60 years in that same location?
No, in fact, we've kind of moved around with locations, but we acquired the use of the gallery from the city of Conroe. I think it's about 10 and a half years ago now.
Okay.
So we have a fabulous gallery. We call the gallery the Madeley Fine Art Gallery, and at 127 Simonton Street, and it is first class. It's a beautiful venue for showing off good art.
And there's always amazing, exhibits in
Yes,
there.
yes.
And most of the people that contribute are all local artists, aren't they?
That's correct. You have to be a member to show your work in the gallery. And we have a sculpture garden in our courtyard where
That's
our
beautiful, too.
Sculptures, yes, we have a great courtyard. Where our sculpture artists can put weatherproof items out in the courtyard, and then we have pedestals for sculptors in the interior. And we have a new show every month by local artists that hangs in the gallery for a month.
It's quite a spectacular place. There's always amazing different things that catch your eye, all different kinds of medium, whether it's oil or pastel or sketches, or there's jewelry, and oftentimes there's wearable art in there.
Yes.
And a lot of times that's part of the Christmas is Forgiving, seems like.
Well, we're getting ready for that now, and that's kind of a cool thing. Artists can bring in anything that they have in their stash that they would like to donate.
Their stash.
I have a huge stash. And they can bring them in. They have to meet the display criteria that we have, but it's amazing how good the different art works are that come in then, and they have to be priced under $150. So all sizes and all styles, it's really a great opportunity to come in and pick up some good artwork at good prices.
So when you say they donate, they are not getting any money back from this. They are giving from their own
That's
personal
right.
collection.
That's right.
And then what do you do with the funds that you receive from Christmas is
You know what?
Forgiving?
I may have to revisit that because they may get a percentage and give a percentage to
Something
the
like
gallery.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
And I know
something like that.
it's also in accordance with the Salvation Army. too.
The funds that we get there go into the operation of the gallery for
Of
Christmas
course.
is Forgiving. And then we donate funds to the student awards, which we give student awards every year in excess of $10,000 to Montgomery County students who are artists. So,
And is that part of your, is that the 12 by 12 annual art show?
that's part of it, yes.
Okay.
We make the largest part of our money for the student awards at the 12 by 12 show.
Okay, that's what I
And
thought.
that is a donation. The artists, we already distributed all of our panels for the January show, and the artists will paint their original work on a 12 by 12 inch panel and hang it in the gallery, and we'll have a live auction or online auction. And so all of the proceeds from that show go to the student awards. And as I said, we usually have well over $10,000 in awards to give out. It's pretty cool.
You do, yes, you do so many amazing things, and the art is just unbelievable. You don't have to go into Houston to see fine art. We have so many local artists that bring their items to be sold or whatever monthly, because you have monthly turn-ins.
That's right.
And a theme. Is there a theme each time?
No,
it's just
no.
whatever. Bring them in there.
That's right. They have to be family friendly, and because artists can be unfamily friendly from time to time, but they have to be family friendly, and they have to meet certain specifications. We want quality work and quality framing or quality gallery wrapped canvases, and the sculptures have to be, family friendly and well done by our artisans. So it's really pretty amazing thing. And then our jewelry cases, you mentioned that, and it's exquisite. We have gorgeous jewelry. It's a great place to Christmas shop.
So when you do your monthly exhibits, then you have a meeting, your general meeting that the public is invited to, with a reception.
Yes.
And throughout the month of the exhibit, they vote on the one they like the best.
That's correct.
And then the winner gets a monetary prize, right?
That's right. We give 3 awards every month, and the first place is the Juan Cantavilla Award of Excellence, and that comes with a $400 monthly prize. So that's pretty
It's
nice.
a little incentive.
Pretty nice. And then we give 2 other awards for second and third place. And so that's good. We have the people come in and pick that. And then we do have a juried show in the fall. We just got finished with that, and we submit our work, and it's judged, and people get awards for that. And then we have our international show, which is, the call is open for that right now, and we get around 600 entries from
Everywhere.
anywhere and everywhere. Yes, it's
you get
wonderful.
a lot. That's a major
It's
show.
a major show, and it's just amazing the caliber of the work that comes into that show. And we have a distinguished judge every year. This year our judge is Patrick Saunders, who is a very well-known, nationally known artist. And so he's going to come in and be our judge and do a workshop for our members as well. So we're excited about all of that.
That's really nice. So the last day for your Cal International turn-in is in December. So there's still some time that they can hurry and get it together to
That's
enter
right.
something in there for that. And what you also have is workshops.
We do.
And people can learn all different kinds of different art. From kids, homeschooled kids, to older young adults or older people, or maybe advanced classes as well, right?
That's right. We remarkably, we have around 600 classes held in our
That's a lot.
classroom a year. Isn't
Wow.
that crazy?
It is crazy. I
It's
didn't realize
crazy.
that.
Yes, and so our classroom space is opened 6 days a week, and we have people can go in and take a class. We have a schedule that's on our website, ConroeArtLeague.com. And we also bring in local artists who teach various classes. Journaling for art is one of our real popular classes.
Tell me about that.
We just go in and we study from a book called The Artist's Way, which talks about journaling, your creative spirit. It helps you kind of decide what your style is. We also do street workshops for artists who want to work in, outside and paint, draw and paint the cityscapes.
Is that more the
urban
plein
sketching.
air? So
No, well, it can be, but the plein air group, we have about 34 artists who are involved in that right now. And for example, tomorrow we're all meeting at the Sam Houston Park in Huntsville, and we just set up our easel wherever we are, and we paint what's in front of us. And
sounds
so
kind of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's my favorite thing.
And then people come by and talk to you
That's
while
right.
you're painting.
That's right. And sometimes we let them paint on our painting.
Oh.
That's kind of fun too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's and then we have another event. The plein air group is Artist in Action Plein Air. And we also have Artist in Action that is in the gallery on Friday evenings during the local Sip and Shop event that happens here.
On First Fridays?
Yes. And so we have artists who come in for that time period and do their craft. They may be painting or making jewelry or sculpting. You just never know what you're going to see when you come in. And so that's another thing that's free to the public to come in and see what we do. So that's a lot of fun.
Such amazing things that are in the Conroe Art
It really
League.
is. It's amazing.
And I have encouraged people that I come across to be a member,
Mm-hmm.
because that way they can get more involved and they can meet with other artists and get their work out.
Right, exactly. We have about 350, give or take, members. And there's a lot of benefits to being a member if you're an artist, but honestly, we have a lot of members who just want to be involved and are volunteers. And so we use people who are volunteers at our docent desk sometimes. If you show work in the gallery, you get trained to be a docent. And we have a system there where people can come in and purchase through our Square system in the gallery, make purchases there. So there's a lot of opportunities for different businesses and individuals.
Right here in Conroe.
That's right.
You don't have
That's
to go
right.
to the Woodlands or
That's right.
Houston or anywhere else.
That's
Just
right.
right here.
It's all
very
here.
easy. And you guys are only open Tuesday to Saturdays, 11 to 4, is
That's
that correct?
correct.
Except for when you have special showings or the
classes.
general meeting or anything like that.
The gallery is not open on Mondays, Sundays and Mondays, but
Mm-hmm.
we do have classes on Mondays. So there'll be people coming in and out. We're just not open.
Doors aren't open.
That's right.
Right,
That's right.
right. So you can go online and check out all the different classes, follow the Facebook page for Conroe Art League, and just get involved into what's happening
That's right.
in our area.
That's right.
Right? And as you start working towards Christmas, we need to all be starting to work towards Christmas right now because it
It's
comes
almost
really
here.
fast. It's always nice to get something local.
Right.
And it's more than just framed art. There's all kinds of things that you can purchase, whether it's the wearable art or sculptures or
Yes.
a number of different things from local artists.
And we'll have handmade Christmas ornaments in there as well.
Oh, that's a
during
great
the
idea.
Christmas is for giving. So it's worth coming by and looking at what's there. And then we have Craft Week coming up, November 13th through 18th. And we have about, I think 14, if I'm not mistaken, different artists, people who do different crafts, and they'll have tables set up in the gallery. And you can come in and look at all the different things. There's beautiful, beautiful things that come in for that show. It's a distinguished craft show. It's not, it's different, and it's really good art.
It's a step up.
Yes, right. It is.
a step up.
Yes, that's good. It's exactly what it is.
So again, it's at 127 Simonton, which is where the road gets a little more cobblestone-ish like.
yes.
Everybody knows where the Red Brick Tavern is, and probably even more people know where Foss Brewing is now. And it's across the street from the Corner Pub at the corner of Main and Simonton, pretty much. It's pretty easy to find. And just kind of walk around and check it out. Go inside before you go in for a meal or anywhere else around downtown. Maybe you go before you go see a show even.
Yes.
That would be great.
One other thing I might mention is we do have rental capabilities. If someone wanted to have a nice dinner party there or a reception of some sort, they have to make arrangements with our gallery manager, Deborah Riley, and if what they want to do meets the requirements for the gallery, well, then they can rent the gallery. So that's kind of a fun thing to do too.
Yes, it absolutely
Yes,
is. And
it's
your
beautiful.
outdoor little area there is really like a hidden gem
It's a
that nobody
treasure.
knows
Yes,
about.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So it's quite beautiful, weather permitting, of course. But it's a wonderful place for a small, intimate gathering.
Yes, it is. That's right.
Well, thank you so much. Have we missed out on anything, Pam?
I don't think so. Coming up in November, we'll have a meeting on November 4th. Our meeting starts at 4. Then we have a demonstration by Jeff Lung, and he's going to do neurographic art where
What is
the
that?
subconscious comes out to play.
Oh.
I'm not really sure, but I'll
Okay.
be there. That sounds like a lot of fun to me.
Something a little different.
That's right. So
Okay.
he'll be demonstrating, and then when his demo is over, we have a reception there in the gallery and the public is welcome to come.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. Conroe Art League, 127 Simonton, open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 4.
Thank you.
Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Rogers Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Team Sinisi is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News. Vinny Sinisi and his professional team provide comprehensive real estate services throughout the greater Montgomery County area and beyond. Whether looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Team Sinisi has an impeccable reputation. Contact Team Sinisi for a great experience at teamsinisi.com. That's TEAMSINISI.com.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app for your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That is Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
What is homelessness? Have you seen parents struggle to find a job without having transportation or childcare? What about the children sleeping in cars with nothing to eat? Families shouldn't have to struggle to survive, and children should not be homeless. Family Promise of Montgomery County serves the needs of homeless families and their children. Learn about ways you can help and learn about partnership opportunities at www.familypromiseofmc.org or call our day center at 936-441-8778.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gold Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information.
And next, sitting across the table from me is my good friend Marilyn Kasmiersky. We go way back.
Way back.
I don't know, 20 years, maybe.
At least.
Okay, we're going to go with 20 years.
A day or two.
Yes. I met, and we all have different seats that we wear, but we're the same people, right?
Correct.
So Marilyn is the executive director of Family Promise of Montgomery County, and Family Promise has been around. There's different affiliates across the country, and it was before Interfaith Hospitality Network years ago.
Correct. It started as Interfaith Hospitality Network,
Yeah.
and we became an affiliate of Family Promise in 2006.
2006. Couldn't remember when it was. I've lost my pen. Oh, well. Oh, there it is. Couldn't see it. The microphone was hiding it. Anyway, Family Promise. What makes you unique is you house families, keyword families, meaning that they're a mom and dad or a mom with kids or a dad with kids, however that looks.
Correct.
With kids, emphasis with kids. They must have kids. They can have one or more. Is there a limit on how many kids they can have?
Well, no, but our
I don't know.
we only have so many beds, but
Right.
we shelter families with children under the age of 18 years.
And it's a 90-day program.
So 90 days.
What happens after 90 days?
We make the magic happen in 90 days. Well, let's start with where they come in.
Yeah.
We actually transition families with children under the age of 18 into long-term stability. So what that looks like is we case manage holistically, whatever your family uniquely needs, whether it's finding a job that will support your family. The goal is always finding safe, affordable housing, which is getting more and more challenging in this economy, as you can imagine. Life skills, budget counseling, good tenancy, positive parenting. They go through trauma counseling. We outsource with a lot of our wonderful community resources to help this family whole, all the family as a whole, heal. So the goal is to break that generational change, break the poverty cycle, and create a brighter future for the children and the families moving forward.
And you are the only place in Montgomery County that will take them for 90 days, families. It's not the Salvation Army where men and women have to be separated.
Correct.
It's not the women's shelter where it's women or just men, depending on, because they have places for men as well. But it's the whole family unit to bring them together and make them stronger, to make them able to live independently on their own.
That is correct.
You give them the tools they need for success.
That is correct. It's really important to me to have that generational change and make sure that we're utilizing our resources for the best outcomes. We're not just a place to say have on vacation. It's like you get busy, you do your life skills, new budget counseling is very important.
They have requirements and they have
absolutely.
guidelines, and you must adhere to the guidelines. You can't be out all night partying and leaving the kids there.
No, we have a curfew. That's the biggest complaint. We have our 5:30 p.m. curfew, so they're in for dinner and stay for the night. But yes, we have a curfew. We have churches come in or organizations come in every single night, 5:30, to bring a meal and have fellowship. So they have provided all their needs are met while they're in our program, not their wants, but their needs. And so they can save their money when they're working and start saving for their future.
The kids go to school.
Have to be in school.
The parents go to work.
Parents have to
or
work.
looking for something actively, right?
Correct.
Or going to school.
Correct.
Do a lot of them work and school?
Yes, we do have a lot that work and go to school because you have to have an affordable income. So you need to have a skill set that will support your family. And sometimes the families are just the second income and it's not enough to sustain a rent. And I don't know if you know, Margie, but it takes $22 an hour income to afford a $1,300 a month apartment. And that's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
And that's the going rate.
That's
now.
our economy. And it's crazy because most people aren't earning that kind of an income. And so we try to get them a skill set or a job training that they can have moving forward that will be long-term stable. We need that stability because, and I think our program, actually I read something that the housing shortage is really in crisis and that our inflation rate is 72% more this year than last year.
And
so we
going
all
up.
feel it. We all feel it.
Yes. Yeah, it's not going down anytime
So it
soon.
makes it hard on the families.
Well, and you also partner with other nonprofits. I know you've had some go through Habitat for Humanity to get a home.
Yes.
So, and that's great when you can partner with other organizations in our community. And they work for it. Nobody gives them anything in Family Promise or any other nonprofits, actually. They have to work for what they get. They have to do sweat equity. And I know in your program, your 90-day program, you start from day one. Well, what are their goals and how are you going to work together to get them to reach those goals? And they need to be responsible for their children.
Correct. They have to have their children in their care at all times. We do help them with child care while they're looking for a job or while they're working until they could get
and
other
that means
arrangements.
some kind of credit to pay for it, right?
Yes.
It doesn't mean you sit there and watch them.
No, we don't watch children.
I just want to say that out loud.
No, that's too big of a liability. We have them
with
go
child care.
Yes, a licensed child care facility watches the children, or they're in school. And we do have a great partnership with the school. We communicate with the school counselors and their trauma counselors and their homeless counselors. In fact, last Friday we had a family move in that we got a call from a school that had a 5th grader in their school their family was in their car. And so we did the process and due diligence, and the family is now a new client or guest. We call them guest because we want them to be respected as guests in our guest center. So we're full. We've got 14 people in there right now, and about 5 people on the list waiting to get in.
And your facility is phenomenal.
Thank you.
It is, because I remember, I used to be on the board, and I remember we had a day house. Because they would go there. Actually, they've had 2 different day houses when I've been a part of them, and they weren't always in the best repair, and they did not have facilities for sleeping. The family slept at different churches for a week at a time, and how stable is that?
Well, it's funny because was the model, and it was a rotation model, and every Sunday, I called it Have Air Mattress Will Travel. They would pick up their air mattress and their bag of things, and they would go to a different church every Sunday, and they still had life skills there. And then the next Sunday, they'd pack up and go to another one.
And then you have to start getting acquainted with people all over again.
Exactly.
Whereas now, they come to one place, and they stay there, and they can keep their stuff there.
Correct.
And it's beautiful.
The
way you have it all situated so that the family is all together in a room. And they know where they can go to the kitchen, and they have places for snacks and meals and things like that so that people come to them. because that's their home for now.
That's true, and it's immediate stability, and the children love it because we give them a bed in a bag with one of their favorite motifs on it that they love, and they said, this is just for me, and I don't have to sleep with somebody else, and this is my bed.
It's
and
a sense of belonging.
A sense of belonging is
you go
right.
back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and they got to feel safe first before they can even have, feel good about themselves.
So very true.
Self-confidence.
And there's privacy. They have a room to themselves just for their family in their own private bathroom. So there's responsibilities. They have to keep it clean, but that's their own space. And that's teaching life skills as well. And everybody pitches in, the families,
Well,
the
you
kids.
have to have responsibility and accountability to move forward in life.
But it's fun, and they get to take the bed with them, the bedding, not the beds, but the bedding with them when they leave. And so they have their own towels and their bedding
No,
and
that's
the things
special.
that they get to leave with the things that they're using.
Yeah.
So it takes about a good $500 to replenish every room every time a family moves out. So it's ongoing, but I'm very proud to see the success we've had with the families. We have about 98% success rate.
That's huge.
And the graduates, and we keep up with the graduates for a year. And then once a month we check in, and then the second year it's about once a quarter. So we have a good graduate, program as well as far as mentoring and just checking in, making sure you're stable. If they need something, we give them referrals or references, just because it's scary. They're in trauma when they come, and they're so excited to get in, and then they get fatigued because there's work, and then they graduate, which is exciting, but it's also scary because they don't want to fail. So it's good to have that person behind them,
It's kind of pushing them out the door, but yet you're still there.
Right. It's kind of like sending your child to college. They're pushing them out the door, but yet you're there if they need you.
You're still checking in.
You check in.
Right.
So that's very important too. And we become their family. It's interesting that we become their family. We're their long-term family.
And you offer programs for scholarships for them and higher learning.
Yes.
And you have a partnership with Lone Star College.
Yes. We try to always we always are looking for resources for education, for jobs. We need people that are hiring for jobs. We need independent landlords that will give families a second chance. Sometimes they had to leave domestic violence, so they may have an eviction. So we're looking for second chance landlords that will work with us so we can help families get situated into, a safe home.
So right now, do you have a list of resources to help people?
We do, but we're always looking for
you
more,
always need more
because
they
the
could
ones
be full or whatever.
Well, the affordable housing is always full and people don't move out.
Right.
So it's always a challenge to try to find affordable housing. We're always looking for new partners. We do have a little bit of diversion grant money to prevent homelessness as well. But there's criteria that goes with that. Each grant has their own criteria. And we do help families get situated when they leave. So it's not just, bye, here's your things. We actually do help them get established with getting their homes furnished. So when they move in, they have their house is like a home. We have some beautiful partners and ministries that help us with all those things, as far as the resources for counseling as well. And
it's a very ideal situation. And since you've been there, it has only reached up higher. How long have you been there now?
4.5 years.
4.5
5 years in March. Could you believe it? 5 years in March. I'm not counting.
I remember where I was when I called you, actually.
So let's just put it on the table, Margie. I am at Family Promise because Margie and I have been connected, and she said, hey, there's an opportunity at Family Promise. Are you interested? And I said, well, let me explore. And so here I am 4.5 years
Why do I want to
later.
go there, Margie? I'm like, just go talk to them. Just go talk to them. But it was a good fit because I know you. And I know if you're passionate about something, you will dig in and make it worthwhile and make it better. And you are that person, and you are passionate, and you are doing an outstanding job. I mean, they didn't have a permanent home before. Now there is, where people can come and stay, and you're getting other local partners and resources and funding and things like that. But it's never enough because the need is so vast. Maybe someday you'll have another house.
Well, I think we've outgrown where we are, actually, but so I'm exploring. I'm exploring ideas for transitional housing.
Multiple
and for
housing.
Location. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I've got big ideas. We're not
Of course
quite
you
done
do.
yet.
Of course you do. No, that's what you have to do. You have to always look ahead. Mm-hmm. And in order to meet those goals, you have fundraisers and things, right?
Oh, absolutely. We're always constantly fundraising.
So
we've had a lot of needs for car repair lately, and every time you need a car repair, one tire turned into four. and a rim, and things like that we weren't expecting.
So you need donations of cars, vehicles too.
Oh, we have 2 families without cars right now, and we do partner with God's Garage. But as you know, there's about 150 people that are applying a month. It's a very
God's
big need.
Garage is great. That's where Joey's car went.
Wonderful.
So you have this one coming up, Family Promise.
Yes.
And how many years have you done this?
This is our 4th year, and it's
Okay.
a third-party fundraiser by a really good friend, a family friend actually, and Constable Cash, and they cook catfish for us and provide the food, and we have a live and silent auction. We're seeking live and silent auction items currently. For that, it's November 11th, which is Veterans Day.
Yes,
so
it
we're
is.
hoping people will go to the Veterans festivities in the morning and then come to our fish fry for lunch that afternoon. And we're
'cause
going to
they'll
give
be hungry.
Yes, and we're going to give little American flags out to everybody that comes. It's only $12 a plate for fish and 2 sides, cake and a drink.
Yeah.
And it benefits Family Promise. So all proceeds, 100%, will go towards our families. And
And it's a great auction that's there too. Oh, and there's more. Wait, you have a raffle.
We do.
Right?
We have a custom golf cart, and it is a raffle. We have 5 raffle tickets for $100 for a custom golf cart. You know how much golf carts cost now? Wow.
Who's the golf cart from?
Conroe Golf Carts.
Okay,
And
yes. Kurt Maddox,
yes,
our city
Kurt
council
Maddox, our city
person.
yes, and so it wasn't, he gave us a deal on it, and then some of our wonderful partners helped acquire the golf cart for us, and I don't think they want to be named because they don't like to be
That's okay.
have attention brought to
That's
them, but
okay.
they're very wonderful friends of Family Promise, and
How do you get a raffle ticket?
I have them at the guest center, or all of our board members have raffle tickets as well, and so
And they can get them at the event.
and they can get them at the event, and we will
November 11th,
November 11th,
Veterans Day.
and we will
Noon
draw
to
the
3.
winner at that event.
Okay. Do you have to be present to win?
Nope.
Nope.
But you can come buy your raffle tickets, and then if your name's on there, we will call you. In fact, last year, the gentleman that was over our project bought $200 worth of raffle tickets and got a really sweet new $8,000 golf cart. And then the year before, a man from Dallas actually won it. So one of our board members sold it to a friend. So he came with his trailer and picked it up. So it's a fun.
It's nice.
a fun. It's a nice.
Very
It's a
easy
nice
going,
prize.
Come and go. Come in, get your food, check out the auction, things like that. You'll see a lot of people there.
A lot
I
of
always
first
do.
responders are
Yes.
going to be there. We have lots of different items for everybody. We will have one of our graduate teens sing this year for us and have a
Nice.
testimony. The families are making little Christmas ornaments with their handprints, also for the raffle. So, the auction. So we have a lot. It's going to be a nice family-friendly event.
And it's going to be a beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
November is my favorite month of the whole year.
Oh, good. That's my birthday month.
Yeah, it was Joey's birthday month too.
Uh-huh.
But and then you have something else because everybody likes pretty shiny things. So Shine Bright, Do Good, a Kendra Give Back on Saturday, November 4th from 4 to 6, or you can go online.
Yes, so it's
You can
easy.
go online. It's super easy. You don't have to go down to Market Street and battle the parking. You can just pick out something you want, and you have this information on your Facebook page or
We
somewhere?
do have it on our Facebook page.
Okay, so go to
and
the
our
Family
website.
Promise Montgomery County Facebook page, and you can see the code so that you can enter this code, and it gets 20%. 20%'s a lot. 20% back to Family Promise Montgomery County.
And you can start Christmas shopping
And you can start
early.
Christmas shopping. Or you can buy your own present and say, this is, thank you very much. I'll wrap it myself and put it under the tree for yourself from
That's
your
right.
husband or boyfriend.
And
or
it's my
whatever.
daughter's birthday too, so
Or kids or whatever.
So she's lucky because she's going to get a Kendra Scott birthday present. She just doesn't know
See?
it.
That's wonderful.
And
So that's November 4th. The lunch is November 11th, the catfish dinner, and you can get plates to go too if you don't want to eat it there, but you probably will want to eat it there because you're going to want to look at the silent auction, buy raffle tickets. So those are all good things, but there's also ways people can volunteer, right?
Yes. We have some openings for the front desk receptionist volunteer. We have their 4-hour shifts, 9 to 1 or 1 to 5. And it's just answering the phone and help take intakes on the phone, which really helps us a whole lot. We have 2 different days that we need those gaps filled. They can volunteer to do a life skill. We have life skill classes. Anything we could do to teach the families. We've had Women's Center come and talk about healthy relationships. We've had the firemen come and talk about fire safety, just all kinds of fun things. We've had the bean game, telling you how to spend your beans properly, for reminding you of the budget counseling. You can physically see where your beans are going, so it's very, we even had the older kids engaged in that. We have a lot of different things that we do we try to incorporate fun. We've had we did dream boards where they could actually dream a little bit bigger and not just think about the immediate need, but forecast a bit of vision for dreaming bigger, just all kinds of different things. But they are required to have budget counseling, good tenancy to be a good tenant, and the trauma counseling before they graduate. Those are very important. And then we have our save the date for 2024. We've got our gala on the calendar for February 3rd, and it will be back at Margaritaville, February 3rd, and it's going to be Our Future So Bright. And we're encouraging people to wear bright clothing and make it fun and have fun together.
Last year it was flip-flops.
Last year it was formals and flip-flops and Texas and tennies. And this year it's going to be Our Future So Bright. So we're going to have
That's wonderful.
We're planning ahead as well, and really trying to keep up with the need. It's a little bit daunting sometimes because it's hard to say no when you have so many families that need some safe place to stay. And different circumstances brought them to homelessness. And we have some people with bachelor's degrees, Margie. It's not just people that have been, most of them have some education or some kind of skill set. That's just
But
life
something
hit.
happened in their life.
They lost a job, or their hours were cut.
Or an illness or something like that.
Illness, breakup of a family, just all kinds of things created.
Yeah, it's horrible. Well, it's a good organization, and you have made it better by adding new things, and you're a go-getter. And you're the one who also applies for grants, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I had to learn. You know, we have to stretch ourselves sometimes, and I do. I am the current grant writer. I would love to have a volunteer to help me write grants, because it takes up a lot of time and just keeping up with everything. But yes, and exploring new grant opportunities. So that's a volunteer opportunity as well. We could add that to our list of things that we could do for volunteers.
And you're a feet on the ground gal. You're not, executive director in some place unreachable. You're there daily or as needed doing whatever you got to do, right?
Exactly. Sometimes weekends, just whatever we need to do to make it
whatever
happen.
you need to do.
Just make it happen.
No, that's great. So it's Family Promise, fmc.org, or you can just go to the search box, Family Promise Montgomery County, whether you're in a social media platform or website, the internet. Just Google it, see how you can plug in, and you list a lot of different things that you're looking for, or people can just fill out a inquiry form with their skill set and what they like to do. Maybe there's something new that's not listed there that they have a skill doing.
Correct.
So go and take a tour, check it out. It's located on Commerce Street. Is that correct?
No, Commercial Circle.
Commercial Circle. I knew it was something like that. Commercial Circle. It's off 2854, right?
So
okay.
And you have to call before you come because we have high security, so we don't,
Keep the family safe.
We have to keep the family safe. Security is high, and we want to make sure that, people
Everybody's
have an
safe.
appointment before they come. It's not a walk-in facility.
Well, and maybe they want to come in and meet you and talk to you and see how they can help you.
That's right. So they can just call me, make an appointment, call the front desk, and make sure I'm there. And we would love to. We just want to bring more people to the party, as I say.
Right.
We have
Well,
committees.
bring more awareness.
Sure, bring more awareness. And people have gifts and talents to share that they just haven't plugged in, and we'd love to explore that and get people plugged in. People think of homelessness as mental illness, I think, sometimes, and dirty or just addiction, and it's not always that. We know this is families with kids. These are families that want to work that just had a hard time,
something
that
bad
something happened in their lives. So, people don't think about children, and there's over 1,000 children in CISD only. I mean, there's 6 or 7 school districts in Montgomery County that are homeless, that are registered as homeless. That's daunting to me. That's a lot of kids, and that's school-age children. We have right now, we just had a first birthday party this weekend when somebody turned 1. We have a 10-month-old. We have 5 kids in diapers. We had to get 4 strollers so they could get out and about. I mean, it's just always something. So, I'm scurrying, trying to find resources for these things. And
it changes all the
it
time.
Changes
it's
every
dynamic.
day. And then we have, the tweens and the teens, but it's just all ages. And at any given time, that demographic of ages of children changes. But the main thing is they feel stable, and they love being there because they feel secure, they feel loved, they feel safe.
Safe. It's the big thing is safe. You also go on field trips periodically too, don't you? Mm-hmm. Did you go to the Catfish Festival?
We had armbands to go. They were so gracious to supply those for us, but the families didn't go. They misunderstood the communication, and they ended up not going. That's why I got the strollers so everybody could go. But a couple of the children got sick, and so they were quarantined, and they just decided to stay in. Mm-hmm. But we do try. There's pumpkin patches. We're trying to get them.
You go different things. You go to the county fair. You go. You participate in
Kids
different
Fest
things.
and try to get them out as much as can. And we also want them to enjoy the community parks, get outside and play. We were going to have a playground on our facility, but we decided for safety measures, it's better just to go to the wonderful parks that we have in our own city and utilize those.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And we got Rec Center gave us
right near there
swim passes, and so they could go swimming in the summer. And we just try to think of ways that they could get out and be like normal children. Just, have the same
Live
opportunities as other kids.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, very good. Anything I'm missing?
Well, I'm just excited to be here with you today. It's so nice, and thank you so much for your ongoing support for Family Promise. Like I said, we could plug people in with resources. We also need, where there's committees on the board that people could serve, the Community Outreach Committee, the Events Committee, helping us get some live and silent auction items for upcoming events.
Do you still need volunteers for your upcoming event?
We do.
On November 11th?
We do. Set up, tear down. We have National Charity League of Montgomery is going to have about 11 girls help serve.
Oh, nice.
So they're going to take shifts, which is nice. They helped us last year. There's always something.
Of course. It's ongoing. Well, thank you very much, Marilyn. It's always good to see you
Thank you,
a little
Margie.
bit. And one more thing. You had an event, didn't you, Friday night?
Oh, we did. The Big Mac Club.
Tell me about that.
Well, the Big Mac Club is a third-party fundraiser, and 3 of our board members were graduates of McCullough High School, when McCullough was a high school. And they're a real close-knit group. So they started a nonprofit, the Big Mac Club, and they just simply fundraise. And they've chosen Family Promise for 3 years. And this last Friday the 13th, was a Halloween party at BE Winery. And they had costume contests and a live and silent auction, and I went for a little bit, and it was a fun event. They're very dedicated to helping, and they had a golf tournament in May for us, and then they've had this event for us. So
it's nice.
It's very nice. And so, like I said, we have 3 board members that are on that committee, and also I think they're on the board of that Big Mac Club. So it's just an extra little arm having that third-party fundraiser, and it sure helps us with time. It takes a lot of time to coordinate and organize.
Well, that's the best part, when you can have somebody else fundraise for you and then just give you the check
and help. We help. We try to help and participate in some.
Sure. But that's the best thing, when other organizations can see the need and want to offer assistance.
And we're going to start a coat drive in November from Burlington Coats. And they're going to actually, when somebody buys a coat, they're going to donate their old coat, and we can have that outreach for our families and our graduate families as well. Because, in Texas, you never know if you're going to need a coat or not, so most people don't have one. And so we make sure that that's covered. And we'll also try to reach out for Thanksgiving for our graduate families to make sure they have a meal, not have to spend the extra money for that, and have somewhere to go.
Hard. It costs a lot of money.
And then adopt families for Christmas as well.
Well, fabulous. There's always something going on, right?
Always something going on, more than one thing.
Sure, absolutely. So, Family Promise of Montgomery County, check them out on Saturday, November 4th, and you can go online for a Kendra Give Back for Christmas gifts yourself. Family Promise of Montgomery County, November 11th, Catfish Dinner, and that's at the Willis Community Center at 600 Gerald Street. This is the 4th annual, and Philip Cash, our Constable Precinct 1, for sure will be there, and I'm sure Robert Walker will be there, and other people. But the better part is all the silent auction, the raffle tickets for the big golf cart that you could win, and that's one of those big deluxe golf carts.
It is, and it has the mag wheels. It's fancy.
It's fancy.
It's fancy.
I don't have a golf cart like that. Anyway, thank you, Marilyn, as always.
Thanks for having
Good
me.
to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thank you.